there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme and today we are back playing more Starters Order 7. Voice going a little bit at the moment, not in the best of shape. Allergies are really kicking in strong at this point of the year. And I've been out and doing things a bit more than I've done recently, so yeah, we're suffering a little bit with it. We are suffering a little bit. So today we were having more races, but Fader pulled up with an injury. Will be out for, I believe, 2 weeks. Fader, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks for Fader. Melting Pot coming off an injury is now looking a lot better and is actually ready to race. But that does limit what we've got booked already. We've got Stafford Charlie in an interesting race today, and then we've got a trip abroad for Growler and Vincentian. But we do have the Woodward. So we're gonna head over to Brooklyn in a field with some Irish horses: Astro Verde, True Flare, Ziggy Zaggy, and then some domestic grade 1s and a grade 2 in Skint. We are gonna be top rated. We're gonna be favourite. We're gonna be low weighted. We're gonna be tipped with Ziggy Zaggy, and we are gonna be coping well. So all signs point to a decent race for us. However, I know that some of these Irish horses are actually very, very good. So let's see exactly what we can get done. Because I don't want to be... Ooh. Okay, I don't want to be running this race and expecting to win when there's a good chance here that we don't. So Ziggy Zaggy and True Flare, I think, are two very, very good horses. They both got 8 grade 1 wins. Astro Verde's only got 2. I'm not really sure about that one. But yeah, I think we're in for a battle. We're in for a battle. If we win, great. If not, I'm not going to lose my mind over this. But we're on the outside. We get the draw. And we're out of the gates okay. We seem to be in a decent position. We're going to go towards the front. There is Ours-in-Law and True Flare just inside us. Back to Astro Verde in the dark blue silks. We've got Skint and Ziggy Zaggy there on the inside. We've got Dickens Rules on the outside. We drop back into that chasing pack now. True Flare moving up to battle with Ours-in-Law. And this doesn't look like a very good race for us at the moment. I've got to admit, there goes Astro Verde, True Flare, Ziggy Zaggy, the 3 Irish. Ours-in-Law is holding on a little bit. And we are well down the order. 5th place. 5th place. That is poor. That is really, really poor. That is not how we were supposed to start off the video. And... well, okay, Stafford, you lose a rating point, and yeah, that's disappointing. That doesn't seem to be the best of tracks for us, but still, I mean, got the distance well. Okay. Oh boy. That's a little better. I blew my nose. Okay. Let's head to Ireland. We just got beaten by Irish horses. Let's take Growler for a spin on their turf and see if we can win. So, again, we're not going to be the top rated horse here. We are one of the young horses again, but Bookie's favourite. We are backed by the tipsters as well as Going Home and Gorgeous Goblin again. Goblin and Maidan are very calm. We do have Lucky Flirt over from Britain, a bunch of homegrown Irish horses, and ourselves and Going Home are the 2 big horses in this race, I would feel. So, surely Growler can pick up a victory, but I don't know why Stafford Charlie wouldn't. I've got to be honest, I really think a lot of that horse We got the inside draw. And again, we're late out the gate, but that does seem to just be the Growler's MO and how she likes to run sometimes. So, Lucky Flirt out in the lead. We've got a bunch of horses with us, and Gorgeous Goblin is at the rear of the field, going home in the maroon silks with the yellow sleeves on the outside. Looking maybe to get into position here. Are we going to get blocked off? Are we going to get the run we want to do? We're not up into position yet. Final 2 furlongs. Finally kicking on now. Past Silka Maidan. One of the two that was laid back. Down now to the final 1.5 furlongs. Approaching the final furlong. The hunt for home begins. Down the home stretch. We edge out into first place. We are not losing Silka Maidan though. They are right there with us. Lucky Flirt, Twin Blood, Gorgeous Goblin, all in the mix there. We're going home on the outside. We just about hold off Silka Maiden. Only just. And we push out and get ourselves a win. But this was so close. This is way, way closer than I thought it should be. But there you go. Silka Maiden. Decent run. Lucky Flirt, great run from them going home. Couldn't quite get up Gorgeous Goblin. We thought we'd see more from them, but they were quite far back actually and never really got involved in things. And the Growler managed to get up, get the job done. Doesn't gain. Doesn't rise above a 125. That is surprising and annoying. Okay, but 10 Grade 1 wins. Yeah, again, there's no weakness with these horses, really. So, I expect them to perform well. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't. I don't think there's any other big races there today to kind of keep an eye on. But the St. Ledger. And we just don't have anybody right now who can run those kind of distances. They're a touch too far, let's say. Just a touch too far. Yeah, we haven't even got a horse that will be able to run at a mile 4, never mind a mile 6. So we'll see. We got Vincentian up today, but also I want to keep double checking, see if we can get something here for Melting Pot. It doesn't look likely. I could try a mile. I could try going back down to a mile. The QE2, I mean, I think I'm going to book it just because there aren't really that many races. And is there anything for fillies at a mile 1? The Beldam. The Beldam is something we can do at least. So, okay. It's just still holding on to that weird 35, which I think is more mile 1. Fader is holding on to 20% here, which should be a mile, but is actually running better at a mile 1. So a couple of odd sort of stamina bars, if you will. Vincentian still to run South Africa Classic coming up. And we'll see how he goes over a mile 1 again. Stafford Charlie should be a mile 1. Like only a slight difference in the going here, soft to firm, and we really ran better at Hollywood. So I'm kind of confident in that distance, and Growler as well. Mile 2 to a mile 3, we should win most races. So I'm good with that. Oh, Ring of Esteem has jumped up. That's pretty good actually, because that's the one out of them all that I didn't think could do something at grade 1. Carib Gal needs a 6 furlong run. There's another grade 1. I don't really want to put that on her. I think that's too much. Cheveley Park on Dusty Answer. Why not? Carib Gal. Yeah, okay. There's not much. There's not much, really. Do I try 7 furlongs? Do I try a mile? Ring of Esteem. Ring of Esteem. Okay. The matron's right there. And there's other horses that I like that just aren't taking the step up. And yeah, there's plenty of miles later on. I think we'll run that 7 furlongs then and see kind of where we land in that race and take it from there. Vincentian. 3 ungraded domestics. 1 of each level. Graded Americans. And then us with a 130 rated, top rated, bookie's favourite, tipped to glory and coping well fit Vincentian. Let's do this. Let's do this. This could be a really big race here. The South Africa Classic, Grade 1. We're going to flip the camera around. We've got an outside draw again. And we're away okay. Caught by surprise was indeed, I think, caught by surprise a little out of the gate. Adriano Aldini, the American Grade 1, the other Grade 1 in this race, at the rear of the field in Novellian Lad. Then it's Trapes and Escaro with the late starter. And Big Creek up in second, chasing down Vincentian right now. We've got halfway round the track. We're lining up now, ready, everybody getting into position for the final 2 furlongs. And there we go. The field is almost together as one. Novellian Lad is bringing up the rear, but coming now past Court of Surprise. Or Caught by Surprise, I should say. They are in a line almost. We're under now the furlong marker. We are down now to half a furlong. Here comes Adriano Aldini. Late charge from them. Novellian Lad, what a race. What a run. Adriano Aldini pips us on the post, and I didn't see that coming. I thought we had it. I really thought we were going to hold on there and kick on, but we kind of ran the same pace. Adriana sat back so long, chose their moment, and just finished in pace, really. As soon as we hit about 0.7, 0.6 of the final furlong, we saw the charge coming. And I was hoping and waiting for Vincentian to step up themselves and just, as I say, that did not come. That did not happen like we wanted it to, so. Oh. Didn't have the pace. Didn't have the pace. Didn't have the pace. I hate when it says that. I hate when it says that. Are we actually a mile 2? Because it doesn't look like we're a mile 2. But jockey feedback is pushing me in that direction again. And I don't know. I didn't like the way we ran. I didn't like the way we ran there. Are we in between a mile 1 and a mile 2? I wouldn't have thought more distance would have been good with a cruising burst at 40. And so many battling qualities, but we're yet to really see Vincentian fight at the line. Yeah, I'm really not sure, actually. I'm really not sure here. It's a little bit of a puzzling one for me to try and figure out this horse right now. And we've got a few of those, it seems, that should make sense. Vincentian should be a mile 1. Stafford Charlie should be a mile 1. The Growler should be a mile 1 or a mile 2. Fader should be a mile. Melting Pot should be a mile to a mile 1. And it's just proving not to be that simple. In any way, shape or form. Not that simple. We're having these little worries over where these horses are going to be running. And we shouldn't. I really feel like we shouldn't. Everybody's got multiple grade 1s as a 3-year-old. They all look good. They've all got good ability potential, extra speed, confidence, decent cruising burst at least, enthusiasm, finishing. Full consistency apart from Vincentian, which is a 90. Him and Stafford Charlie have got like high deteriorations. The others have got 50 or below. They've all got decent pace. Melting Pot should have a full bar of speed. Everybody else is 85. Like, there are no weaknesses in these horses. But we're not able to really pin down distances, and that is slightly annoying. Ring of Esteem, we're testing distance. We're just going to run it 7 furlongs. Grade 1 level. We've won a grade 3. We're 101 rated if nothing has changed. And I think that we are a decent horse, but we'll see how good we really are. It's a bit of a poor start. Don't come cleanly out the gates, but we do catapult out to the front, followed by Spanish, Rainbow, and Zakuska. Puerino Lodge is there, with a bunch of others that we kind of raced against, in the past, but don't really know them that well. Down to 2 furlongs, we are opening up our gap. It looks like Zakuska's coming through to try and battle for second place. We're down now to the final furlong, and here comes the field. Here comes the charge. Puerino Lodge, re-release, Spanish Rainbow. We're not going to hold on to this. We're actually going to drop down here into third. Spanish Rainbow's going to come up. It looked so good. It looked so good for a while. We stumbled to start. That didn't help. We got out in front. We held it. We ran the race. We got into a good position. But as soon as, again, the others kicked on, we didn't. I wonder what the jockey's going to say. I don't think that trip suited very well, but it also didn't feel like we can go to a mile. Like it says no extra. There was no battle. I would say shorter and not longer, but that would take us back to 6 furlong. Trip appeared to suit well. I think, again, we're in between. We're 6 to 7 furlongs there. We might not have the pace for a 6 furlong race, but we don't really have the staying power for a 7 furlong. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Why? Why are we getting all these horses that are in between distances that I can't just put in and run? It wasn't bad for most horses. It wasn't this much of a hassle or this many questions up until maybe August in the schedule. Maybe, 2 or 3 months ago. And that's when we really started feeling that issue crop up. Last season was a good season. This season we are very, very much more hit and miss. And some of that's on me. Some of that, you know, there's 2 or 3 misbooked races, but, you know, Fader's got another 3 beyond that. Melting Pot's got 2 beyond that. The Growler's got 1. There's 3 from Stafford Charlie, and there's 4 from Vincentian. So you're probably looking, without the 3 that I misbooked, without 1 that jumped in distance that we couldn't have known about because it was on the day of race. I still think there's about 10 races that we just haven't got right, and I don't know why, and there isn't really the feedback to tell you the why of it that I can trust. So Newmarket, that's the answer. Grade 1, Judgment, Cheveley Park, 6 furlong race, executive move from Aussie. It's coming through, Australian. Grade 1 winner, very, very dangerous. Another Grade 2 winner at 105 rated with us, and a 101 Grade 3 winner. Bunch of unraced domestics, they are always terrifying. We are moving well. Ourselves on Heresy, of course, are up near the bookies and tipsters lists. Let's run it. Let's run it. Dusty answer. Again, I think a very good horse. Pretty much the best 2-year-old we have. We're on the July course, and it being rainy, of course, in Britain, on the turf, that could add a whole new complication. We seem to come out of the gates okay. Not the best of starts, but definitely not the worst. Heresy goes towards the back in the yellow silks with Caper Dance and Sparing View on the outside. Up to Crystal Cavern now, dropping back with them. Affordability, Executive Mood, Hurricane, Warning, and ourselves, the 3 at the front. Final furlong and a half, we are pushing out there. Hurricane Warning coming back at us. A 1-2 battle now for the lead. Executive Mood being caught by Heresy, moving up into 3rd position. Coming on strong now towards the end of the race. Hurricane Warning is pushing back as well at the line. Hurricane Warning by a short head. That's 2 we've lost in this video on a short head, just because we don't have that battle at the line. Oh, so close. It's so far. So close yet so far. Hurricane Warning moves up to a 108 rating. Gets its Grade 1. We were so close. Okay. Possibly suited. Trip appeared to suit well. Oh, I don't feel like anybody's been put in the right races, and I can only work with what I can see in front of me. And sadly, it doesn't seem to be lining up particularly well right now. I have consistently not been able to find the right races. Vincentians come so close in a bunch. Growler, if we take out that mile 4 race, you know, absolutely perfect. Fader, not too bad, just not able to get consistency. Melting Pot, a couple of blips. Stafford Charlie, a couple of blips. But we're so inconsistent. And every horse has 100% consistency with a 90% on Vincentian. I mean, yeah. Something's going wrong here, and I'm not sure what. Hopefully this set of horses really run a little better in places. Nobody's got quirks or anything that I know of. Nobody's going to be having something weird that we're not taking into account. As I say, everybody's got pretty good stats with confidence and enthusiasm and consistency. I mean, Some are lower than others, and that might explain someone like Melting Pot a little bit, I guess. But apart from that, I really don't know. There must be something. There must be something. I just don't think that we're really being told what it is. I wonder if it is time to put Vincentium back at a mile 2. I don't really want to put the Gold Cup on Vincentium there to take a risk like that. I'd rather give the Champion Stakes there and take the Gold Cup as a Growler. And try and pray that whatever's at a mile 1 will be on firm when we get round to Charlie. And yeah, I really don't know. There's some confusing horses in this field right now. Speaking of which, I might be starting to put some of the 2-year-olds out the field. Or, I mean, we're coming up towards the end of the schedule now anyway. We got 2 months to go. There are some big races. The Arc de Triomphe, again, I don't feel we've got anyone for, but there's a couple of mile races if I think maybe Melting Pot or Fader would prefer to be down a little bit, or I'm really not sure there. I have to be honest with you. I'm really not sure about some of these. But there's some 2-year-old miles which could suit. There's some 1 mile ones. There's a couple of races here for the Breeders' Cup meeting. You got the Arc de Triomphe meeting, and yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. We'll find out in the next one. We'll find out in the next video together. But thanks very much for watching. In the meantime, I really appreciate the support. As always, link in description for the Discord and the Patreon. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Stay safe. And if anybody's got any idea what I'm missing or what I need to try with some of these horses, please do let me know. Comment section down below. We are really struggling to see what I'm overlooking. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. But I just can't see what it is right now. So if you know, let me know. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Back in the next one as we run these races. We head towards the end of the season. And we try and win as much as we can before we finish up with a lot of these 3-year-olds' careers. So I'll see you there.